video is called Diet January because it's at the end of January and it made me think, oh, I wonder if all those people who started their diets on the 1st of January, or probably on the 2nd of January because it was a holiday on the 1st, so they probably thought I'll start it on the 2nd. I've been there, I've done it. You kind of put it off for as long as you can. I wonder if all those people that started diets at the beginning of January are still soldiering on with them at the end of January. I thought of that because I was thinking, oh, I think I'll make a cake today. And then I thought, well, I better not make it for me to eat because I'll eat the whole lot, and I know it's a bit fattening really, so I shouldn't. So I thought I would make a cake for my mum and dad. This vlog is about my thoughts on dieting. I don't think there should be such a word as diet. As soon as I think of the word diet, I think, oh, I'm not allowed something. You know, I'm not allowed chocolate, or I'm not allowed anything I really like. This may be controversial, this video. And can I just say right now, I have no diet and nutrition experience whatsoever. I'm not qualified in any of that whatsoever. This is just a video about my thoughts on dieting. I do believe in the saying, you are what you eat. Afraid so. Oh, I better get on with this cake, haven't I? Oh heck, what am I doing? You see, I thought I'd make a cake and talk about dieting at the same time. Was that a good idea? Probably not. Yes, what should I say next? This cake, you just chuck everything in here and whisk it up, put it in these and stuff it in the oven. How easy is that? The nice thing about my parents, because they're in their 80s, they just like a simple cake, a basic sponge cake. So that's kind of easy to do. Just very quickly, there is 6 ounces of self-raising flour, 6 ounces of butter, 6 ounces of caster sugar. It's all 6, 6, 6. 3 eggs, but because they were double yolkers, I seem to have an extra yolk, obviously. So not sure what effect that will have. And then a couple of drops of vanilla essence and a teaspoon and a half of baking powder. And you just chuck it all in the bowl and whisk it with this. I suppose I can't really continue to talk about diets and things whilst whisking, or can you hear me okay? I think there's various reasons why we eat, and I think before you start going on a rigid diet, think about your lifestyle. Think about when you eat and why you eat. Do you eat for comfort? Do you eat because you're bored? Do you eat because you're just watching telly and it's a habit? And I've turned that off now and I'm going to whisk it a bit more, but I don't think you can hear me very well. I have to say, this is when I miss my sons. Look, I've got these and I'm just getting the mixture off. And I always used to give it to them, one each, to lick. I'm not sure you're allowed to do that nowadays, are you? Because it's raw egg in the mixture. So many rules now, or so many, you know, so much information, or I don't know, advice. So new year, new you. But it will only work if you realise that it's not going to happen overnight, and there's lifestyle changes that you have to make, and there's changes to your attitude towards food. You have to be comfortable with food around you and not feel you have to eat it all. So now all I do, this is getting back to the cake, I see all that mixture, ta-da! I pile all that mixture into these baking trays and then put them in the oven. Right, I'm going to put these in the oven now at 140 degrees centigrade because I've got a fan oven, because it does actually say 160. I never know how my sponge cakes are going to come out. It's always a bit of a surprise. Sometimes they come out really well and other times they come out quite disastrous. Anyway, let's stuff them in and see what happens. Okay, hold on. There we go. Just gotta wait. One of the reasons I've overeaten in the past is because I simply like the taste of what I'm eating. There is a certain amount of discipline involved, isn't there? When you know that, well, actually, you know, you've got a huge bar of chocolate like that, I really cannot consume the whole lot. There is an element of common sense and just thinking, no, although I love the taste, I can't have any more, and that's it. Portion size is really important. You know, how much have you got on your plate? Because whatever's on your plate, some people feel that they have to clear the lot and not waste anything. So portion size is certainly something that you need to consider when you're analysing your lifestyle and when you eat and why you eat. Right, I'll be with you in a moment. Let's have a look. Oh my God. Oh, let's turn the timer off. Bleep, bleep. Oh God, I nearly dropped it. I put my hand on the top of it. It slipped. Oh, oh dear. Oh God, 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 God. Right. What do you think? Oh, these aren't too bad. I have to wait a second because sometimes they go down in the middle and I look and think, oh, it looks all nice and high, and then it goes. But I think Mum and Dad will like those. I don't think I'm supposed to get them out of the tin straight away, so I think I will let them cool a little bit and then show you the end result at the end of this video. All I'm going to do is just put some jam in the middle and keep it simple. It's a Victoria sponge cake. I have to say I'm not a Mary Berry. This really annoys me. I buy a jam and then I can't open it. I can't. This is when I miss my sons again. Ollie, can you open this? Teresa, can you open this? I can't do it. Oh, why do manufacturers do it on so tight? Oh, hey, I can do it. Oh, never mind. Well, it is quite yummy and very light, and I would like to keep it, but I'm not going to. I get more pleasure out of giving it to my mum and dad. I think talking about weight is a sensitive issue, talking about dieting. There's so many things attached to food, like why you eat when you do, how you view food. You know, can you put a bar of chocolate in the fridge and go there and just eat 2 squares and walk away and leave it till tomorrow? Or does it kind of bug you that it's in the fridge and you have to go back to it and keep having more and having another bit, like you're not comfortable with that bar of chocolate in the fridge? It's your relationship with food. So it's not just about stopping eating what you really like. You have to analyse what your relationship is with food, whether you're comfortable with food around you and you don't have to, you know, eat it all. God, it's not just about depriving yourself of nice things and eating things which you don't particularly like. which are more healthy maybe. You have to look at what exercise you're doing. Are you doing any cycling? Are you doing any walking? Do you always take the stairs, or do you always get in the lift and get the easy route? You've just got to use your body and use it or lose it. You know, it's as simple as that. Expend that energy out because you're eating energy, you're consuming energy. So you have to expend it out. So I know I put weight on really easy if I start having bread every day and piles of rice and piles of pasta. So I eat loads of chicken and I stir fry it, and I put peppers and all different coloured peppers and onions and vegetables in with that and have that as a meal. I do like my chocolate, but I have chocolate every day, just a bit. I can't not ever eat chocolate. I love chocolate, so why deprive myself of it? I also think it's really important, if you know, to keep yourself busy. I'd love to know how many busy people are in fact overweight. I'm rushing around all week and I don't really have time to think of food. I think of food when I get in, but I'm not thinking about food as soon as I wake up in the morning. And I think when you go on a diet, as soon as you're on that diet, you are thinking about what you're going to have for breakfast. You're thinking about what you're going to have for lunch. You're thinking about what you have for dinner. You're thinking about what you're going to have to eat 2 or 3 days in advance. Who does that in normal life? I don't know. Well, I certainly don't. I mean, I will think, oh, well, I'll get, you know, some chicken in and then I got enough for this week, or I'll freeze that, blah, blah, blah. Okay, generally. But it doesn't control my life. I have far more other interesting things to think about than food. But I am aware of what's good for me, and I think it's all about knowledge, isn't it? I think if you are an overweight person, I think you've got to wise up as to what's good for you. Look at the calories, look at the fat content, and just generally wise up as to generally, you know, are you making some bad choices in what you're eating? And are you eating because you're bored, because it's a habit, or, you know, the only reason why you should eat really is because you're hungry. And when you do eat when you're hungry, do you know that feeling of when you're full up? Sometimes, actually, on a Sunday, if I have a big roast dinner, I can eat and eat and eat, keep nibble, nibble, to pick. You know, so do you pick? Do you pick your food? Do you keep picking, going back? Because you can consume lots of calories when you just pick. So do you ever feel full up? So there's so many issues, isn't there, with regard to being or getting yourself to a good weight, a healthy weight. It's not all about just selecting a diet or an eating regime. So that's my message in this video. If you're overweight and you want to do something about it, there is no short-term fix. Allow yourself 18 months to change your lifestyle, and those changes after 18 months, suddenly you'll slowly see your weight going down, 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 down. But it is to do with what you consume and what you expend out in energy. Okay, God. I hope I've helped some people, but some people say, I disagree with that. I think diets are brilliant. Oh, God, but they're short term. So I think if you want to lose weight long term, you have to look at your lifestyle, like I said, repeat myself, and exercise. Start doing things, start being busy, because I don't think busy people think about food 24/7. And on that note, oh my God, loads of thumbs down, I can see it, thumbs down, thumbs down. On that note, I'm going to say bye-bye. Teresa's World. And if you are dieting, good luck.